Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Bella here. Today's video is a new series I want to start in my channel here. This series is mainly for me to give you some tips on how to talk about certain topics. So today's topic is what to talk about when we talk about ourselves. If you're interested in today's video, please keep watching. If you find the content helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And make sure to leave your comments as well to let me know what topics you want to see in my next video. Without further ado, let's jump in. If we're asked to introduce ourselves or pick a few things to talk about ourselves, I think you'd be surprised at how many people find this challenging. You would think that even if we don't know anything about everything else, we would at the very least know how to tell others about ourselves. Maybe because we assume it's easy. We don't usually spend much time in practicing how to talk about ourselves in English. But here is a word of advice for you. The first and most important topic we want to learn to talk about in English is ourselves. Whether you are meeting new people, making new friends, going for an interview, or applying for university programs, you will find it quite handy to have a few things in your back pocket that you could use at any time you need. So what do you usually talk about when you are, say, introducing yourself to somebody for the first time? Maybe you're thinking your name, age, and where you're from. So it would be something like this. Hi, my name is Bella, I'm 32 years old, and I'm from China. And you're done. Perhaps you think, okay, maybe include where you're studying or working. So then you would say, I'm studying at ABC University and my major is English. Is this the kind of introduction you usually give to people when you want them to know more about you? If so, then as a listener, I would feel either you don't want to talk to me because you sound kind of short, or that you're kind of mad about yourself or your life. Of course, we know that's not true. We're all interesting people with our own fun stories, and the tricky part is to figure out how you can deliver that in English. So here are some tips that you may want to consider. First, you don't need to cover all the bases every time. You don't need to start your introduction with your name, your age, and where you're from every single time. Your name is more than enough information to give to somebody who is meeting you for the first time. And following your name, perhaps your education or your interest could be what you mention next, depending on the situation you're in. Second, pick one or two things to talk about, and they need to be something that you're genuinely excited about or at the very least interested in. Enthusiasm is contagious and will be delivered along with your words. Take myself, for example. I really like the English language, and I really enjoy sharing English learning tips with others. So my introduction would be something like this. Hi, I'm Bella. I really enjoy the English language. I've been learning English most of my life and started my career in English teaching about 12 years ago. I take great pride in helping students improve their English skills. And I recently also started my own channel online so that I can share my English learning tips with more people all the time. You can really tell through my tone that I'm describing something that I'm very passionate about. And that makes a difference. Perhaps you might say, you don't know what you're passionate about. That's all right. Then pick something that's different about you. Pick something that makes you unique, that makes you you. If you're excited enough to talk about it, I'm sure people will be curious enough to listen. Third, provide specific details in your introduction. A common mistake I find with a lot of English learners is that they often provide only a very vague and general idea with their choice of words. For example, when I introduce myself, if I simply say, I really enjoy the English language, and I stop right there, you still wouldn't know much about me at all, and you're very likely to end the conversation sooner than later. But if I continue to provide more details, like I have been studying English most of my life, or I started my career as an English teacher 12 years ago. Or I recently also started an online channel so that I can share English learning tips with other people. I bet you have more questions about who I am now, and you're more likely to continue the conversation with me. So it's very important to include details in your introduction so that you can paint a vivid picture of who you are and what you like to do. Alright, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to leave the comments down below as well if you have any questions or suggestions. Until next time, take care.